Hello, everybody. My name is Hellkaiser, and welcome back to Devil May Cry 2. I took about 9 days off from this game. Just busy recording other projects and doing stuff in my personal life, and I'm telling you, it was a struggle to come back to this game. I've been playing Devil May Cry 5 again, and I'm telling you, just playing that game, it's... Because this is the last Devil May Cry I was playing before I went back to playing Devil May Cry 5. It really stuck in my mind just how much of an improvement 5 is. On not just the Devil May Cry games, but just the action hack and slash formula in general. And we'll gush over that game when we get to it. But for now, I got a job to do, and I'm got to finish this. We're on mission 3 out of 13. Well, we finished, I think, didn't we? Well, we'll find out once we start. Yeah, we finished mission 3. We're on mission 4. That means we have, in total, if you count this mission because it's not complete, we have 10 missions left, and that's it. I got enough to upgrade the swords again, so I'll take that. Okay, honestly, I haven't been upgrading the daggers and stuff, but I might upgrade her daggers, considering they do literally a ridiculous amount of damage. Dodge flame. Oh, I didn't read that. I'm sorry. I've been reading them. I apologize. I'm a little out of the groove. Okay, now we're recycling another DMC level, except this time instead of starting down here, we started from up there. How original. Is there anything in the tunnel? Infestant. Is that a different enemy for once? Well, I'll be dang. See how long it takes? She doesn't have a stinger or anything, so it makes it a lot harder to get in close to enemies. You know, even Bayonetta had a stinger, and she is a lot more mobile than even Dante. She's one of the most mobile action characters, I think, in a long time, because of the witch time and the fact that she moves just so bloody quick. Come on, keep up that combo meter. Showtime. Although this is a show I'd rather not pay. Oh, and I lost Showtime. Are you serious? Okay, I accidentally hit Devil Trigger. What the heck is this? Oh, no, another power-up thing. Okay, that's seizure-inducing to a certain... I love her Devil Trigger form. I wish that they gave Trish or another character offense heart, so the same thing we had as Dante. Oh, for some reason it's backwards, it seems like up here. Okay, yeah, so just she does more damage than her Devil Trigger. Sweet. Not like we don't already kill everything too very easily. At the end of this series, I want to pull up some stuff, because I read a lot about Devil May Cry 2 in my time off. I've been reading a lot on the wiki just lately about different weapons and strategies. Of course, you're going to drop more enemies in on me. Anyways, I was saying, though, one of the reasons they wanted to make Devil May Cry 2 so much easier is because there was too many people saying that the first game was too easy. And I mean, I understand what they're getting at. You know, yes, if your players tend to say your game is a little bit too difficult, you may want to make an easy option. But in my opinion, you should never make your game unless it's like something just ridiculously broken, like Devil May Cry 3, the original Devil May Cry 3, not the special edition that a lot of people may know, had the Japanese normal mode or the hard mode. I'm not exactly certain of all the wording of it. I apologize. They swapped the American normal mode with the Japanese normal mode or something like. Oh, I'm fighting literally the same boss that Dante fought. How original can you be? Is he even going to hit me? What did I do? Catch him with his pants down? Oh, now he decided to hit me. Ouch. Not like I didn't take Oh my lord, look how much damage my daggers do to him. Forget trying to get a combo up. I can kick his ass without even having to get near the man. Ow. That bird is going to be an issue. He can't even hit me if I'm airborne. He can't hit me in double trigger either. Look at how quickly I can kill things with just these daggers. And this isn't even upgraded, mind you. This isn't like final tier daggers. This is her default starting gun weapon. Ranged weapon, I should say, in this case. And then, I'm sorry, I don't know the guy's name, but the original director of Devil May Cry and the guy who directed Okami left. I don't know if he left or just wasn't asked to be the lead on the project. I hate trying to... I don't know everything until I do the proper research at the end of the episode. You're not sending more of those little infested bastards back, are you? Just for me walking around trying to make sure to explore. And they're gone. Okay, as I was saying, he was not the project lead on the second game. And you can really see that. Originally, this game was supposed to be set in New York City, and I'm scared to say because I don't know exactly what YouTube's laws are and mention it, but there's a certain event in September in America that people should know pretty well. And again, I'm afraid to say the name because I don't know what exactly YouTube's laws are, and I'm mentioning that event. Because I know that with the current world event that started from, you know, in 2019, let's put it that way, if you say it, you can get demonetized. But if you know anything what I'm talking about, you know the Colt 1911, you know, very famous gun. If you take one number off the start of that, you get what I'm talking about. Because of that, the game was supposed to be set in New York, and they redid it, so they literally rebuilt the game from the ground up with a different area in mind. And I don't know if that had anything to do with affecting the game's quality or not, but you can tell from the areas like this they wanted more of a cityscape landscape. Oh, not those tanks again. If I have to fight that same helicopter, I'm going to scream, because that was a terrible fight. And more of these stupid birds. They don't even try to really fight you that much, they just stand there and take the punishment. So instead of fighting the monkey here, I fought the monkey back there and fight the tank here. They're literally recycling assets to the point they couldn't give her a proper boss fight. From what I read, she does have her own boss fight towards the end of the game, but she sure don't have one here, and that's where it counts. Because generally, like, I know that if I wasn't recording it and playing it just at my own leisure, if I had known from the start... Look at this thing, it's not even trying to hit me now. If I had known that there wasn't going to be no, like, New Game Plus mode for playing as the other character, like there was in Resident Evil 2, that just came before this game came out, I would have just played half of the missions as Dante and then half as Lucia. But because the game has this kind of structure, there's no reason to ever, play as Lucia. If you played, like, her missions, like 3 of her missions and 3 of Dante's missions, and you found out how similar they were, you probably wouldn't care too much to play as her again. You just want to play as a character you know. This is pathetic. This thing literally cannot hurt me. You cannot kill me. I am Omega. There we go. Out of the Queen, baby. That was easy. Oh wow, a cutscene that doesn't feature Dante. Oh, not the helicopter. Oh, it's the same Ouroboros that we saw before. Okay, I got a B. Okay. That was 6 minutes. Good lord, that's short. The Protector must rise to confront Destiny head-on. Guidepost from blah blah blah. Okay, 4,000. I'll save up and go ahead and upgrade my swords to max. There's no need to buy stuff like Devil Trigger orbs and blue orbs. Just oh, we're literally using the same missions too. Good lord. One of the things I just don't like is there's no real flow to it either. There's no reason like, okay, Lucia is going to be here You know, at the same way Dante got here. You know, having, if anything, the missions just be backwards would have been a better idea. You know, it still would have been unoriginal, but it would have been a little bit better simply due to the fact that you know that, okay, she's got her own separate route. You know, she's not just literally recycling the same asset all the way through. Or like that was their intention from the start, you know? Plus, trying to keep my combo up is so freaking annoying in these... They made the level design far too big, and I've said that too many times now. But it really is a problem. You made the levels so big, yet you did not design the game to be like this. Like, see, look how far I have to go to run to them, but the combo doesn't stay up long enough. And the enemies die too quickly. I mean, that's one of those things where you can legitimately say the game is too easy simply because it goes against the systems of a game like this. The enemies are not supposed to be super tough because it's all about looking empowered because you are a badass who can go around killing things and getting a smoking sexy style. However, if you make the enemies too easy, then you're alienating the game players because they can't play to the game's rules. If it's too easy for them, they're not going to try either. You know, what's the point? When you're playing as Lucia and these knives do that much damage, realistically, the optimal strategy would just be to throw the knives at everything that moves and not trying to get a combo up. Especially because it's so bloody hard to get a combo up. Okay, this is towards the end of Dante's level. Don't tell me, how is the plane going to be here for him if she crashes it? Come on. Look how much damage my knives are just tearing things apart. I'd hate to see what happened if you upgraded these things. I'm pretty sure they could kill the bosses with less difficulty than I can on this extremely easy game. Come on, aim at this bastard. I'm trying to aim at this thing. See, the game has an automatic lock-on, similar to Bayonetta. But Bayonetta lets you actually aim. You could hold down the right button and still aim at enemies, you know, therefore allowing you control over your targets, but while at the same time giving you an easier way to be clear on which character you're trying to hit when you're not aiming at a target, which was a brilliant system. I've been recently playing Bayonetta again too. I'll talk more about that game when we get to it, and we are going to play Bayonetta just simply due to the fact that I used to not care for it as much as Devil May Cry, and then I played it again lately and I was like, yes. And so I really want to record that, especially with Bayonetta 3 maybe coming. It was announced in 2017. It's been in development now about 5 years. I'm hoping that maybe at Gamescom we'll hear something about it. If not at Gamescom, maybe we'll hear about it. Maybe next year. You know, God knows 6 years is going to be in development hell for a long time. Ow. Okay. All enemies taken down. Let's do this. This makes no sense, but okay. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, she's not really going to do anything. But then again, I don't think it did anything when I did it with Dante either. No, it just spawns in more enemies. So, what's the point to coming here? Am I supposed to, like, fly out of the room or something? Oh, there's a door back here. Why didn't I not notice that when I was playing as Dante? Also, the lack of combos or anything other than the basic moves are really annoying to this game. Like, there's no, like, hit, pause, hit, pause combo or nothing like that. It's just the same thing over and over again. Okay. Power has been supplied to all the doors. Is that what it said? So does that mean I'm supposed to... Okay, is that like a wind turbine activating? Yes, it has. So now do I get in the plane? Or do I go back? Because, I mean, there was no progression. I have no way of knowing if this thing's actually moving. Okay, the only place to go is forward. That's just another thing I don't like about this game, is that the layout is somewhat confusing. Because they recycle so much assets and stuff too, it becomes very difficult to be able to tell exactly where you're going. Oh, when it said all doors are open, yeah, just ignore these little monkeys. There's no point in fighting anything either. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Crap, that's not what I meant to do. I'm literally trying to pull up a map just to tell me where to go. And these maps are so confusing, they might as well be just labeled as worthless. Okay, there's no ceiling there to worry about nothing. That was the only room with a door. She can't power up the plane and take herself anywhere, and I have a feeling if I hit that plane, that's not going to be a fun time. Oh, she can't even hit it. Yeah, those things don't even do half as much damage as her original attack. Okay, I can still run with my devil trigger activated. So I guess go back in here. Is there like something I maybe missed? I don't bloody understand what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm in this room and there's literally nothing else here. It even shows that. So they made a room where you activate a switch, go back into a room where there's nothing here that you can actually use. See, this is the problem with asset recycling, is it becomes so plain that you just were too lazy to make a lot of rooms because of faults like this. You can tell that this was just... I don't think they ever intended on having a second protagonist to this game, and if they did, you sure could have fooled me. Oh, I'm supposed to go through there. And the fact that you'd have to just run up to items sometimes is very inconsistent. Okay, now it's literally just orbs coming from the bloody sky. Oh, that's a weakening thing. I don't think she likes that one. What did it do? Evil Heart. A demon stone that will absorb the possessor's power. Oh, I'm frickin' dying. Does that mean there's a blue orb here like there was before? Crap. Bloody Gordon Bennett. No, but there is a gold orb. And I don't get many of those in this game. Can I just fly to the bloody thing? No, because she has wings, but the lady don't know how to fly. This is some of the most bullcrap controls I've ever seen when it comes to just doing some slight little maneuvering around here. And this lock-on is terrible. And these things just never stop spawn. See, the problem is, they instantly keep having enemies spawn. The controls are unresponsive, so trying to actually hit something is very difficult, and then trying to move on this pipe is so bad I could scream. They both overshoot the pipe. It's like that their programming is meant to avoid the pipe at all costs. Enemy attacks might knock you off the pipe, or you might just, for some odd reason, slip right off the pipe. See, it's not even worth going for, but the thing is, look, she won't climb. And it's not clear as to why she won't climb. That's why I just don't like this game. Unresponsive controls. I'm not even going to bother going for that because it's not like it's a blue orb. It's a gold orb. But there's a blue orb, and I will go for that one. It is nice that they did try to switch those up a little bit, though. But see, I'm being disincentivized from exploring and getting items and rewards simply because the game just screws you over for trying. And look at this, she can't even stay stuck. In Devil May Cry 5, those red orb trees, you can lock onto them because it makes sense. You should be able to lock onto the bloody things. Okay, just... Nope. See, there's not even a reward for fighting because this kind of game is time-based too, and when you know that if you're being timed, it's better just to move quickly, and the fact that the enemies never stop spawning, there's no incentive to fight them. That's what you call very bad game design. Look at this. She's trying to lock on to something completely different than what I want her to lock on to. She's gonna die from bad health before she can actually... Okay, yeah, the thing just ran out. See, why can she go up here, but she can't go up at those pipes? The inconsistency of those actions is one of the things that really is a negative force of this game. And the same animation that keeps playing of them swapping back and forth between their normal mode and their Devil Trigger mode. Flameheart. Okay, because ice only does damage to fire enemies, and fire does only damage to metal enemies. You're better off with the ice one, aren't you? Or at least that's what I understand from all the wiki crap I've read lately. So I'm still losing a lot of health through that demon heart. I went up there just to get a flame heart, which is supposedly, unless you're fighting a metal enemy, completely useless. Because according to the thing, there's not even that many metal enemies in the entire game. How many orbs do I have? Not enough to matter. Okay, there's no lava here on her run. Does that mean I go through here? That's where Dante got something. Okay, there's like 3 doors here. Okay, that's not... You have inlaid the evil heart in the hollow. Okay, I did something. Oh, it's a new power, I'm guessing? Are you serious? You've shown that same animation now 3 times within the last 20 minutes. Electro Heart. So she gets the item that Dante started with. But Dante never got the Frost Heart. Or maybe I missed it. That's kind of getting ridiculous, don't you think? It's just giving me even the same items. You're not getting, like, no special rewards for playing good or nothing. You are literally playing the same items, the same equipment. Oh, the only thing that's different is her weapons and her combos. But it ain't like the good weapons or good combos. The only great weapon she has is her knives, and just because of how ridiculous the damage is. And these things are just going to keep spawning in. And my combo meter's already gone. It shouldn't be gone. In Devil May Cry 5, the combo meter does not fade that quickly. And that's a well-designed, competently made game. See, this is what disincentivizes me from fighting. If they're just going to keep spawning in, it's not in my best interest to fight them. Or if it is, I can just do this and deal massive damage while I'm on the move. I just want that other red orb. And then see, if you get stuck in the air fighting, you're stuck with subpar combos. Oh, she's got the stupid electric heart equipped. which is stupid. Ice Heart, Frost Heart. Okay, I got a white orb. Apparently that was the end of it, but that's the thing. See, by the time I run back here, it might spawn in more. Because it seems like if you backtrack, enemies spawn back in, and the fights are so overdrawn with enemies keep spawning in, that it feels like they're never ending. In Devil May Cry 5, enemies do spawn in after you have killed some of the others. Yes, but it's, again, a more competently designed game. And you can clearly tell when they're spawning in. And you really don't have time to lose your combo, especially if you taunt, which is something that's absent from this game. Yeah, is there not a taunt button? There has to be. And I have no... I'll actually Google that, because I'm curious. DMC 2. Can you taunt? Yeah, taunts do not appear in DMC Devil May Cry and in DMC 2. The two games that are considered the worst by fans. That's kind of funny, isn't it? You know, I am going to cover DMC Devil May Cry at some point. And I want to talk about that series. I want to do a video on just Ninja Theory, because they're an odd game developer. I'll try to talk more about them when it comes to playing their games. But, like, if you think about it, I just want to say this real quick. Let me just pause for a second. You play DMC Devil May Cry, and it's a competent game. And I actually liked it when it first came out, and I still like it. I don't think it's as good as the rest of the Devil May Cry series, but it's a good game. And a lot of people just judge it from the original release. Now, if you're a fan of Devil May Cry, you know from 3 on, every game has gotten a special edition or a definitive edition. DMC 3 had a special edition, added Virgil as playable character, different things like that. DMC 4 added Trish, Lady, and Virgil as a playable character, a few extra things here and there. DMC 5 had a special edition, added Virgil as a playable character, who was released on PC, but not as the full special edition, and added a few different difficulty modes and things like that here and there. DMC Devil May Cry had DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition, which had a lot of improvements, including a manual lock-on. And it stopped that stupid devil trigger floating things in the air crap. And so there was a lot of good things that game had, and if you've ever played that version especially, that game is 10 times better with those improvements. It is the definitive version. And it's a shame that people never went back and played it. I would like to see them do a follow-up to that game. Even though it had a host of problems, I think it was a world that was very interesting. If this has Dante in the cutscene, same as the last one, I'm going to scream. Is that the same dude? No, that's a woman. Was she in the other cutscenes? I don't remember. Maybe she's some character that Lucia fights. Okay, I got a C. Okay, what mission are we on now? We're 29 minutes in. The Protector, the King, and the Truth. On mission 6. Man, this is just... If this is a boss battle too, then this is going to be a short mission.
Well, it appears that the defect is back.
Defect?
You are my creation.
Liar! Mathieu is my mother.
She merely found you when you were
Oh, that's literally her twin.
And then raised you as a soldier. Is that what you consider to be a mother?
No! I don't believe you.
Look. You have the mark on your shoulder. Proof that you're a mannequin. Kai. That is your real name. Now, give me the Arcanas. With them, my power will be complete, and I will become like the immortal Argosax. I will achieve absolute wisdom and transcend all. The world is already warped. Everything that belongs to the devils will eventually revert to its original form. Even you will betray your upbringing and turn on the humans. Accept it.
Okay. We're literally in a place where Dante goes at a certain part of the game. So, hang on, let me just pause for a second. I want to talk about that scene for a minute. So, at the end of Dante's story, when she finds out that, or she's saying she's one of them or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Literally, I'm sorry, it's been 9 days since I was playing this game. And I can't remember. That's really it. I created you, and he's just willing to say that, no problem. It's just no. It would have made more sense, and I feel like this might have been a rush game in that sense if she fought that lady who looks just like her in the mask. You know, she tried, like, say, well, here's a good idea. If you're going to use the same cutscenes and same assets, while Dante is fighting the bull, have her get knocked off the ledge, something, and have to fight her on a lower level, and fight the woman in the mask, and she gets away. And then a couple boss fights later, fight her kind of like Neo Angelo in the original Devil May Cry. I mean, it's not that difficult. You know, I hear some people say, and I want to keep this brief, but you know, when a fan criticizes a game or says this could have been in there and this could have been better, like Devil May Cry 5. I mean, I'm sorry, not Devil May Cry 5, DMC Devil May Cry. How the color-coded enemies were a problem, and the devil trigger floating all the enemies in the air was a problem. I'm not even going to talk about the tone of the game and stuff like that, because that's not what I'm just talking about actual gameplay issues, which those were like two of the biggest issues. Then that, when a developer fixes stuff like that, like in the definitive edition, in the lack of a manual lock-on, that's an improvement, and that's a developer listening to the audience who pays for their game and getting a second page check because they made the game better and people were willing to pay for it, or at least I was. But when a developer does stuff where they just, it seems like they take 2 steps backwards from what they did before with their previous game, it really does stand out. And a lot of developers and other gamers will comment when a fan makes suggestions or says what they don't like in a game. Well, you know, you're not the developer. You're not the game. You know, like I'm one of those people that swear up and down Dark Souls should have a pause button, because if your child's crying or your loved one calls you, or you have someone in the next room who's having a problem, you don't need to have to just, you know, Ben Kenobi yourself and die just to go answer the problem, you know, or answer the telephone or whatever it is. This game should have had a little bit more structure to it, or should have just been taken out. If you want to have 2 characters, that's fine. But that's just really stupid. And I'm sorry if that rant was just a rant, but, you know, what else can I do? I just wanted, that was dumb. That could have been done 10 times better than how it was. That feels like somebody just wanted to rush the story along. We got to do it. We're out of time. We're out of money. Just do it, okay? I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done. And it seems like, you know, you think years later the game industry would learn from its mistakes. But no, they never learn, because it never stops. You know, game developers are always forcing their employees into crunch time and stuff like that. But when you look at like Cyberpunk 2077, I'll try to talk and play. I saw in the Steam forums people were saying, come on, if the game has gone gold. Okay, I'm sorry, I am going to pause, just because I have to. Like when Cyberpunk 2070, I think it was in November or December, was announced as having gone gold. Fans are saying, if the game has gone gold, why don't you just release it? You know? But the thing was, little did a lot of people know that the publisher told them to say, they're the ones who made the announcement the game had gone gold, when CD Projekt Red were like, no, it's not gone gold. And so, see, that's a problem, is when game... What I'm essentially saying is the companies, the business, the suits shouldn't try to run the games, and then the game designers could do a lot better. And this feels like one of those games that was rushed, probably due to the fact that it's supposed to have some sort of Christmas release date or something. Because it doesn't seem like it's finished. Or because they had to scrap the original idea. Oh lord, I'm fighting the same boss. Why not have me fight the identical Lucia? The evil Lucia. Stop recycling your frickin' bosses. Okay, these knives are just gonna kill this poor boss. And she's a lot more mobile in the air, so she can get away a lot easier too. Don't you dare. And see, it stopped targeting the one I wanted to target. Come on. I've already taken about a quarter of her health without having to do anything but stand here and throw knives at her. Not the most amazing feats of strategy and combat you'll ever see, but it's effective. And what's that old saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't you dare. There we go. Okay, why don't you come down here, you stupid moth bastard? Okay, come on. Are you serious? She's flying higher than I'm able to get off the ground. That's fantastic. Why would you design a boss fight like that? You mind explaining that to me? Also, because of her much superior air-to-air combat, this fight is a lot easier. Just throwing knives and devil triggering my way through it is 10 times easier to deal with. The only thing is the stupid camera and the lock-on are not working in tandem here. Still gotta defeat her little crony. There. She laid one more, of course. And it won't even die. Are you serious? Crap, and I get swallowed. At least it's a quicker way of killing the thing. I can't get out. There we go. Crap, get out. Devil trigger, so it can't swallow me. Okay, I might as well maneuver to the other side of the map while killing this thing. Because it ain't like it's gonna catch up to me anyway. Okay, I'm guessing that's the way out. See, like, this doesn't even really connect. Like, she's standing on the roof of the building. And then she's in some sort of demonic Mothman world. And see, this is the sort of stuff that just really pisses me off with games. And the thing is, you can say, well, this game came out, what, 2003? Or 2004, or something like that. And so it's an old game and it's got nothing to do with it. But look, she's not even in the same area.
Created?
Also, your clothes stitched up.
This ability. Someday I'll attack humans. I have to go.
You've got to be shitting me. She let the villain get inside her head with less than 30 seconds of dialogue. Think about that. Less than 30 seconds. He wasn't on screen that long. They really didn't care about this character, did they? You know, people say that Lucia is not really a fan favorite, and that's why she wasn't in Devil May Cry 5 and stuff like that. Well, it's not that she wasn't a fan favorite. They could never have made her a fan favorite. She wasn't a game developer's favorite. Her story is so underwhelmingly written. It's like a child wrote a Devil May Cry 5 character. I'm sorry, I've been playing Devil May Cry 5 so much, I keep saying 5. They wrote a Devil May Cry character, and just the actual developers decided, well, their child took the time. Oh wow, the swimming's not in first person like it was in the first game. The developer took their child's writing and just decided, okay, I gotta please my kid, or my wife will be nagging me, and my kid will be crying. I'm just gonna put this character in the game. Because, like, I get what they're trying to do. She's a demon, and she thinks because she is a demon, she's going to turn on the humans. But you could have just expanded on her story and made that a more realistic part of her. I mean, if she thinks she's human, why not be in denial at the least, you know? Or go talk to her mother and say, well, you know, I thought I was a half-human or something. Have her and Dante bond over the fact they think they're both half demons, then have her be shattered by that, you know? Instead, there's not even really that many. She summoned him here, yet she's barely in any scenes with him. Ooh, what's that? Bowgun. Created for usage underwater. So, same as the first game. That means there's going to be a crappy underwater combat sequence, doesn't it? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, of course. Okay, why would I fight these things if I don't have to, though? Is a more important question. Because at this point, that's the end of the mission? You have got to be kidding me. Was that both the boss battle and this? I think it was. Okay, so I won't complain too much. But we're on mission 7. We're halfway through her story. In less than an hour and a half. Almost got enough to upgrade her swords again, too. Can you use the bowgun outside the water? I mean, it's a lot cheaper, but why would you level up the bloody bowgun? Unless the rest of her missions are going to be underwater, I don't see no point. Plus, things die so quickly anyway, I mean, what is the point? Found a blue orb. You could tell that they definitely put more effort into Dante's story. I would have hated to play Lucia's story first, because then I probably wouldn't even want to play Dante's, because it sets such a negative standard for the game that it's not bad per se. Yeah, you can't use the bowgun outside the water, yet you can upgrade it. You couldn't even upgrade the bowgun in the first Devil May Cry, or whatever it was called. I forget what it was called. Okay, another upgrade for her. If anything, due to the fact that her devil trigger looks very, what do you want to call it? The fact that her devil trigger looks very angelic, you would think that if anything, she'd believe she's an angel. That would have made a little bit more sense, too. Enables ability to move in water in devil trigger. So you mean tell me she can't move in water in her devil trigger? And there goes those magic knives of death. Good lord. You know, there is such a thing as too much damage when you can kill things that easily. Okay, that's a hole. There's a couple of ways going up, though. Which way do I go? Not this way, that's for certain. At least we're in an original area again. So the inside of the church and this are about the closest thing to a original area that she gets, and it ain't much, but it's something. Is this gonna be like a secret mission? Okay. Or is this where I came from? So could we not move in Devil Trigger before? Because we can now. But we move so slow. Let's equip the aerial heart to her. She can still move, so why would you ever equip the water heart? That's literally just somebody thought, okay, we gotta give another upgrade here. Maybe that means move faster, but we already move at a competent pace. I mean, I can't move her down. See, she just moves side to side. Man, could they make this sequence just a little bit longer? I mean, I know I'm complaining about a long segment in a game that most missions are complete in under 10 minutes. But this is one of those things where it breaks up the flow. Like, I don't like a game to be overly long. I feel like, especially in some cases, if a game is too long, I tend to lose a lot of interest in it. But something... Okay, yeah, I think this is where I came from, because I got the... I got a blue heart there, but I'm going to check the place out anyway. Yeah, I think this is where I came in from. Anyways, I was saying... like stuff like Devil May Cry 5, yet another game from this series. I finished that game, went back, played it again, which I'm almost finished with the Dante Must Die mode, and I've been playing it also concurrently with Virgil on Dante Must Die. And if I don't, does DMC5 have Heaven or Hell mode? I'm assuming it does. If it has Heaven or Hell mode, then I'm going to be playing that too. So that's one of those games. It's got 20 missions in total. So it's got less missions than this game does, but they're so well put together. They're short, but they're not so short that they're too short. They're just that perfect sweet spot of length. Playing as the 3 individual characters in the game is so fun. They each have enough varied abilities that you can learn to master them. The only thing I would like better is if you play through each of their parts concurrent. So like you play through all of Nero's levels and all of Dante's levels at the same pace. Oh, I think this is where I'm going to need my Devil Trigger. Because sometimes the muscle memory starts, like, you don't know how many times I accidentally broke Nero's devil arms because of the fact that I didn't realize that I wasn't playing as V or playing as Dante. Okay, I can't move even in this mode too well. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I hit B and it doesn't really give me any boost. I'm going to run out of Devil Trigger gauge before I get anywhere. She won't move past that. Literally, I can't get her to move past it. Am I supposed to just go up? Apparently, I'm just supposed to go up. I thought I just came from up. Oh, these stupid skulls that only come to life when you get close enough. Yeah, they really learned how to make the underwater combat much funner. This is a lot better than the first Devil May Cry. I say in complete sarcasm. The combos move so slow, and it's just a couple of the same moves that it becomes totally unnecessary. Oh, that's going to shut down, isn't it, probably, before I can... See, look at this. She keeps wanting to aim at stuff like the frickin' skull heads. Okay, that thing has surprisingly not turned off yet. Okay, got that one. At least they know that due to these awful swimming controls, they're going to have to give you some time. Hit here. That thing literally is just chomping at the air. Holy crap, girl. Hit the thing. There we go. Now watch, one of them has probably gone out. They've all bloody gone out in the time it took me to hit that one. This is ridiculous on so many levels. You made a game with all these switches, but your characters can't hit the dang switches half the time. Tell me, who's the idiot who thought of that? Oh yeah, let's make a bunch of switches that you gotta hit. You can't press a button to open the doors like you could in the first game and in the third game. But we're going to make sure they can't hit the switches. It's stupid. It's unrealistic as can be. And I'm not saying that in a game that's full of the stupidest crap in the world, that you can't do anything. There's not. This is the problem with not having a lock-on system. You could have just made these items a lock-on target, you know? Which is what 90% of more competent games would have done. Or you could do like a Bayonetta style thing where you have to use an ability like to solve it like a puzzle. Which is what they try to do by having you like fly and swim with your devil trigger. But it just doesn't work like they wanted it to. It could have worked, but it didn't work. Also, having to equip these things into the heart, or the hearts into the necklace, is more tedious than it is anything else. And then the fact that she won't jump where you want her to jump is, if these things, oh my lord, these things better not go out on me. Now it's got me scared, and I don't want to have to repeat this over. But these platforming sections are some of the worst bits of any Devil May Cry game. Even in the new one, they've never... Oh god, stop jumping! They've never learned how to get platforming right in a Devil May Cry game. I honestly wonder why they still bother trying to do it. If they want to do platforming scenes, they should honestly do stuff more like Bayonetta. That's a game that understood how to do like its platforming sections. Okay, head back where we started from. Also, they could have increased the movement speed just a teeny bit here. There's no weight to her movement. She's not really going down, she's just slowly sinking to the bottom. Okay, come on, honey. Can you not fall just a little faster? If you use the gun, she just sort of cements herself. You can press the dodge button and kind of fall somewhat quicker, but not much. And also it kind of makes the screen shake a little worse with that disorientating effect that's already there. Still can't afford to buy my upgrades, so why would I waste the money? Oh, is this going to be an original boss set underwater? If so, I'm going to be pissed because it's going to be terrible. Maybe I should have upgraded that bow gun. Equip. Aqua Heart. What is he, invisible? Yes. Holy crap, I just took out half of his health with a one hit of an unupgraded bow gun. I can't hit him. Yow. Why would you make him invisible now when he was clearly visible in the cutscene, didn't show any ability to like disappear? And I keep just getting bitch slapped by his tail. And I can't even catch up to him. Okay, anything that lives in water is weak to fire, I think is what it said too. So I better equip her with the flame heart. You'd think electric, but no. Because that would mean somebody who made sense. Don't... How am I so... There's not even an option to manually lock on to this fish. And it's hard to tell its head from its tail. Why won't it come out of hiding? See, this is stupid. This is not even a fun boss fight. This is another what I call a time waster battle. Because it's not meant to be much more than just an annoyance. Okay, now I can see him. Come on, hit him, honey. Okay, just do that. That does some damage. Okay, yow. And now he's gone ghost again. Of course. Can she not see him? Because we, the player, can see him. So it just makes her look incompetent. Ow. Crap. Ow. I might actually have to use one of my health items here. Simply due to the fact that it's hard to hit the bastard and you can't maneuver out of his way. I am going to have to use a health item here. Or else I'll have to repeat this boss fight. See, I just get bitch slapped by his tail, and then he runs away. And that's the majority of this boss fight. Ow. This is not going to be my best score, that's for certain. If I could just hit him with a melee attack, I might could do some damage, but I can't. Oh crap. Crap. Ow. Why don't you just fight me like a man? Or in this case, a big fish. There we go. Worst boss fight in any game I think I've ever played. Well, not the worst, but definitely one of the worst. First off, if you make her melee attacks practically useless underwater, and you have a boss that you're just supposed to kill with guns in a game that's all about style, then I think you might have missed the point. That's what I mean about game designers not listening to their fans. Listening to a bunch of critics who don't know how to play the game complaining it's too hard, when as you saw in my playthrough, the game's not too bloody hard. If anything, it's too freaking easy. Not enough to upgrade our weapons, but we'll definitely have it by the end of the next mission. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. We're going to be on Mission 8. We are over halfway through Lucia's story. We started off on, what, Mission 4? So 4, 5, 6, 7. We did 4 missions in this episode, so if we do 4 more, we should have her story done within the next 2 episodes, God willing. So about 2 more hours in total of this game. I'm guessing we'll be done roughly around the 3-hour, 30-minute mark, unless these next missions are ludicrously short. And then I'll give my final opinion of this game, but I think you can tell just by watching, without me even have to say a word, that this just isn't that good of a bloody game. It's one of the laziest writing, laziest gameplay, cash grabs I've ever seen. And I blame the developers, but I blame game journalists just as much, because game journalists are the type of people who can't get past the tutorial in Cuphead. not the boss fight, just the tutorial trying to jump. You know, people might seem to have forgotten that. I haven't. Talking about this game, the first game being too difficult. I mean, this game got mixed reviews. This game should have got mostly negative reviews. I don't even see how it could. Ride to Hell Retribution is a bad game. But honestly, some of its systems work better than this, because this is just boring. This is not even... The levels are not designed to fit with what you're trying to do. If this had a better camera and more mobility to it, like kind of like how Bayonetta is, it would have been a vastly superior game. But if it was just trying to be something it isn't. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.